Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at a Paula Young wig named Emerson, and this is her in the catalog. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're going to be looking at a Paula Young wig named Emerson. This is her picture in the catalog, and she is described as a variation of a shag, and so that's the word that caught my attention with her. So anyway, she's got lots of layers, lots of volume in the top, and I've got her in the box, so let's go ahead and get her unwrapped for you, okay? Looks like we have an open cap construction. The whole crown area, top area, is covered with open wefts, lots of elasticity and breathability up here. We do have a little bit of permatease and closed lace on the crown. And then along the front, we have a really nice thick band of velveteen fabric to make it comfortable across that front hairline. We have open wefted or open tabs on the ear tabs. Also allows for some glasses. You put your glasses in the temples of them, can be slid inside there. We also have Velcro adjusters on both sides at the base of the neck, or what is called the nape. We have an open nape extension over here that allows for a little bit better coverage and a little more length on the back of the neck. And that looks like it. Open wefts all the way around. All right, now I did get her in the color French Roast, and we did a review on another wig in French Roast that had a lot sleeker, smooth cut, and more length. And it's interesting to see the color difference between those two. With this girl, because she's so curly and has lots and lots of layers, you can see a lot more dimension of light and dark in here, can't you? It's a beautiful color. It looks basically like a highlighted light to medium brown. And well, we're going to go ahead and activate some of this permatease here on the top. We'll just open that up and lift that so that we can manage to get her out of the box hair mode. And then give her a good shake, and let's go ahead and put her on. Alrighty, we'll look at the dimensions after I put her on, but before I do, what I have on right now is Tessa in the color Pecan Delight. Now you may remember her as a review I did on a bright red curly wig. Now this Tessa does not have the ringlets that my red one does. It has a lot more gentle curling, and it's more even around the length. It's a lot longer than my red one, and that's because they're not as tight a curl. But go look up Tessa in my library and you'll be able to look at that review. But this was a big change for me. I was surprised at how long it fits, but it does fit comfortably. Okay, let's get back to Emerson. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, this is Emerson. Well, she's got a lot of extra height up here, doesn't she? Oh, goodness. Well, that just shows us how big she can get, right? And we're going to just do a little bit of finger combing around the face. Let's see, the cap coverage. Let's see, I'll show you how far it goes against my hairline. I get not quite the coverage that I would like, but it's enough for me to get by. But you can see how much my hairline is showing. So if you have that much hairline showing, you're going to want to be sure to get these side hairs pulled forward to disguise your hairline. So we begin by starting around the face, getting her situated there, making sure that she's seated around my nape. And okay. Well, she's really curly, isn't she? Oh, what fun. Let me do a spin for you here real quick, okay? So you can look around at all of her dimension. We'll talk about that in just a second. But you can see the dimension in color on this French Roast. It's really very pretty. It's very, very pretty. It's a little more intense gold than, let's say, the honey. Yeah, it's a lot more bronzy. Very, very pretty. Okay, so let's take a look. The front is 3 inches. The top and crown are both 5.5 inches. They're supposed to be 5.5 inches on the top and the crown. Then the sides are 3.5. The upper back is 4.5. 4.5 inches. The nape is supposed to be 3 inches. And she only weighs 2.4 ounces. She comes in 21 colors. So there's a color in there for everyone. But you know, I really do like this particular French roast color. Okay, well, coming right out of the box, she has a great profile, doesn't she? All these curls, very, very nice, really pretty. And then, of course, let's try parting her. A little bit down here, a little bit off the side. Oh, she's really cute. Oh my gosh, I could put a little clip over here, couldn't I? And just have her be like that. Well, anyway, and then have the curls start up there at the crown. I've got a little hair hanging out right here. There we go. So we can have bangs that are parted. Let's see if we can do straight across. Yeah, it's a little wispier bang here, but it goes straight across. We can also part it from further across the side. And you know, sometimes these shorter bangs can actually be lifted off the forehead a little bit more and yet still disguise the cap line, and they don't show. So, I mean, that's another way you can treat this. Make sure that you have your bangs doing a little bit different, showing. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of curl here. Let's see. How does she do parting the other side? So I think we can do her both ways, can't we? Oh, she's got lots of pretty curl, doesn't she? Oh my goodness. For those of you who like curly girls, oh boy. Yeah, lots of curl, lots of curl. And of course, we already determined we can part her in 2 different ways. We've had everything. Now, if you want to just leave her kind of all natural, and let's see, let's try a little bit of water to try, and now you see how when I brushed that permatease up here, it got the fibers to be all out on their own. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray them with water so that I can get those curls to be more defined. Okay, so just a little bit of water there. Let's see, and just kind of pat it with your fingers, get that separation going of the fibers, and make sure that they gather together. And look at that, the definition is coming back, isn't it? And we can do this all over the whole wig. If you really like a curly hairstyle and you want more definition in your curls, as you put water, or if you use a styling gel, you will find that when it separates the hair fibers, what you end up seeing is the highlighted areas in more contrast above the darker area that's sitting down near the cap. So the highlights become more pronounced. Well, all fluffed up, she looks really cute, doesn't she? She's a really cute little. Now you can see some of my gray here on this. So my coverage is not as good as on some other wigs. But you know, she's just about so cute. I might want to try and figure out, I could put my own, or put some root cover on my sideburn area, and that would look great. It would look like it matches. All right, I'll just do another spin here for you with a little bit of water. Okay, next we're going to try behind the ears. And okay, so you obviously can put her behind the ears. I would make sure that you have enough to cover what you need to cover, or that you actually treat the color of your sideburns with her. Oh, and look, she's got this little bit of a flip right here. Yeah, you can see my gray sideburns area. So if I kept some of that hair here, that's a real cute little look. That's really cute. And of course, if I had a headband, ooh, this headband, it's a real cute little simple gold one. How's that? Just give me a little bit of a touch of glimmer, and oh, so pretty, huh? That would look really pretty in here. Something kind of dainty. That would be really cute. Or even something like our square bands. So I'm going to put the silver one on. Just nestle it back inside there. Fluff up the hair around it. Oh my gosh. That is really simple and easy, isn't it? Oh, and you can even make her stand out even more behind the headband. Isn't that cute? Alrighty, now let's try sleeking her down a little bit more, okay? Let's pat her down on the sides. I think we've done a good job of making her look like the picture. Okay, so making her look like the picture. Mine appears to be a bit shorter than the picture in the catalog. That could be due to my anatomy. So let's go ahead and see if we can't pat her down a little bit. Now we could leave that all the same. I'm kind of thinking that maybe having a little bit more of a part, and you can see the longer fibers here on the top measurements, but I'm going to use water to help lay this down a little bit, get a little bit more distinct part. We could put little baby clips. Aren't these cute? Look at those. They're just tiny, 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 tiny. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just put them in there like it's a barrette. See? Well, that's kind of cute, isn't it? Anyway, but this girl is really nice and curly. I don't think she's going to lay sleekly anywhere, except maybe right here where the bangs are a little bit less curly, and maybe across the top here where we have some length that we can actually smooth out. So this is Emerson. How do you like her? She's a very cute bob. Not Bob. I consider her to be almost a pixie, just a little bit more of a pixie than Bob. And as far as the shag goes, I think they got that terminology because she's got so many layers. So, but this is a great new addition to Paula Young's line. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're a subscriber. If not, please consider doing so. And if you show up, I'm going to keep showing up. Alrighty? Thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions. Bye-bye.